Hey, welcome back to Astrobot. So we're going to the Patapon world now?
See,
I don't know why the title says going Loco.
Yeah, I
know,
Clearly,
right?
It meant to say going Pata Pata.
we should have known it was Loco Roco. Otherwise, it would have said going Pato.
Perhaps it's the reference set that Elliot is going Loco himself.
Hey, who's going to Pata on my pond, huh?
Let's get this going.
Yeah.
I actually like this kind
This is cool, yeah.
because it's essentially just a game of Loco Roco.
I've never played it, though, either.
What you see is what you get.
Well,
with
yeah.
this, yeah.
You can Loco my Roco.
Yeah, but no one locos my Roco. Or Roco's my Loco without calling the feds.
Okay.
I have no idea where to take that last 20 seconds of this.
The little thing on the back of the outfit. Let me see. Hold on. I'll wait till we see it again.
What, his cape?
I guess so. Well, that not there because you're wearing the Gravity Rush outfit.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll
Well,
still show the
yes,
Gravity
he's
Rush
been
outfit.
decapitated.
No, because it's completely
Oh,
transformed
okay.
state.
The
yeah.
little flaps on the back of the Gravity Rush outfit made
Yeah.
it look like Astro has cheeks.
Why is Astrobot so caked up?
So it is all gyro controlled.
Yeah. This is literally the entire name of the game.
Or as they
yeah.
tried to call it, 6-axis.
We love you.
Oh man, I love Kirby Tilt and Tumble.
Said who?
Well, imagine there's at least one.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that like tilt and tumble.
You never played
I'm
it?
sure there are.
You never played it?
Never
I
have.
like
no.
it.
I generally tended to not play any of the
Kirby games. John hates Kirby.
I mean, but that's not saying anything new.
Confirmed.
But no, because Kirby wasn't the only one that had it. I think Yoshi had one
Yoshi had
called
one?
Topsy Turvy.
Yes.
Or if in Europe it was called Universal Gravitron or something like that, which is like that's a metal as shit name, and we didn't get
Yeah,
that.
what the hell
We call
is
it
that?
Topsy Turvy.
I mean, Gravitron, I
also-
know, is the ride
Yeah,
at the
that you
amusement
spin
park that
around.
makes everybody sick.
yeah, because you
Because
experience
all it does is spin. Like,
Yeah.
that's fun.
But isn't it fun though that you can't move and
Not
you have to
at
succumb
all.
to the physics of the ride?
I've never gotten on that ride because I know that there's nothing that I enjoy on that ride.
Yeah. Well, so all right, I've been on that ride several times, and the fun I have with it, because I really don't notice the motion, especially like when you move fast enough, you don't really process the motion, but you do process what is essentially. It's not really accurate to call like 0G because 0G is no gravity.
Yeah.
But the fun you can have then is that you no longer have to hold on to the bars that keep you in place. You can now adjust yourself on the wall
yeah,
like you're
so you
Spider-Man.
can sort of move around. Yeah.
Do you need to be at a certain speed to break the walls when you're horizontal, or is it automatic as long as you press it?
It's automatic.
Yeah, but you need to build up some momentum.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I was getting at. It's
Yeah.
like, do you need some momentum at all to break those things, or is it Astrobot pushes on it, wall goes splat?
I mean, again, it's what you see is what you get. That's he touches it, it goes boom. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think you do need you need some momentum to break the wall, but like regular treasure boxes, I think they break on contact.
I see what he's saying, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, you're just, at one point, I think you just have to touch it because right at the beginning of the level, he just rolled over a broken wall
because
and it broke.
because I presumed Astrobot had weight on it. I was talking like on a strictly horizontal thing. Like that there, I could see he would.
Yeah,
he would
like
need,
he had
momentum,
some
but-
momentum there.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay, I think you're supposed to ride up with
Yeah.
that thing.
Good to see Gumby still getting work after all these years.
Who are these two?
Uh,
the
snip-
blo-
snipper clips.
Those are the blockheads.
The blockheads, yeah. The blockheads were brown though.
Yeah,
Were they block? Yeah,
Yeah,
they were.
brown.
I thought they were red.
No, I think they were.
It was like a brownish.
red, yeah.
It was like a brownish
They were-
red, and I think they
yeah.
had yellow letters.
Yeah, they
No,
were
they had
essentially
yellow
just
letters,
like
yeah, but-
they're like
No,
standard clay.
they're the same colors as the snipper clips characters.
No, not them.
Not these guys.
We're talking about the
we're talking about
blockheads.
Gumby. Yeah, the
Gumby.
blockhead characters in Gumby.
God, people don't know who that is.
I know who
It's-
Gumby is.
Yeah, but you didn't recognize the blockheads though. Like that's
That's the thing.
Yeah,
If
that's
you
what we're talking about.
recognize Gumby, what was the horse's name?
Pokey.
Elliot. Ah, damn it.
You said Matt just completely fucked it up.
It wasn't for you.
That's just one of those things where, like, I know who Gumby is. Do you know anything about it other than what Gumby looks like?
I said I know who he is. I didn't say
Yeah.
I know about him.
But I'm just saying.
There's a
I'm just
difference.
saying
No,
that-
That's what
what's he
he's
know about
saying,
that
though.
But that's what I'm
Gumby,
saying, though.
He's
is
saying
that,
that all you know is the character.
yeah, you
know
won't
nothing
know
else. Yeah.
anything of, like,
Yeah.
that
You don't
we're
know that
talking
life.
about. Yeah, you ain't about that claymation life.
I'm about that boomerang life. The fuck?
boomerangs have nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
It was all boomerang.
Now you're shifting subjects.
What does this have to do with old people calling you on the phone?
Boomerang.
Boomerang.
Yeah.
No, that was Aang's unfortunate nickname by chorus time.
Boomerang.
So overall, though, Elliot, like, what do you feel about this? Because I went into it earlier, and I was like, I don't mind this level. I think it's.
I
think
really
it's
like
pretty
it.
fun.
Like I like how they're putting in like the actual like mechanics of Loco Roco into like a full cameo level.
I would say it's more so that they're fully extending on the PS hardware to make this work.
I
fun
mean,
ways.
yes and no, because this Loco Roco was a PSP game.
Yes.
Look, it's Astro 128.
What? 1, 2, 3.
I think the 128 is a reference to how much Astrobot weighs.
Oh, really? 128 what?
Oh, I was making a
Pounds,
Mario
Yeah.
reference. So yeah, so this is what Loco Roco was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Essentially, you were tilting, you were tilting the area, like the stage itself. Because I don't know if the PSP had a tilt feature.
I was gonna
Did it?
say, was this 3D or 2D?
It was a 2D game.
It was 2D.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
so
a
you
2D
would
game.
so you probably L and R.
Yeah, like
See, that's kind of clever.
like shifting that sort of
Yeah.
thing. Well, I mean, it was pretty popular. It was
Did
like
you miss
one
a
of
puzzle
the
piece?
No, I got him.
No, we rescued a shit part. I mean, ship.
the ship.
Ship
Yeah.
with a P. Yeah.
Shit part is that the
Yeah.
description is 2 out of 10.
It's not shit part. It's P.
But like, we were talking about Game Boy Advance games with gyro. We can't forget WarioWare Twisted.
Yeah.
I
well, I mean,
absolutely
that's
can't
also
forget Wario-
that's
Wario
Fuck
also,
you,
Twisted for
WarioWare's goated.
that's also where Topsy Turvy came from.
What do goats have to do with it? If I'm gonna pick it up and go,
Jesus fucking Christ.
Goated, not goat.
Oh.
Which also, it's like goated is goat in the past tense.
Greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got all that whimsical flour in there. We can't have that in our cold systems.
You fucked up the fan, though.
Oh man.
Where'd the fan go?
Probably went to bitch online.
Hold on. There's one more in there. There we go.
Fake fan.
No, you got to put in the fake fan. Got to sell that narrative. That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
Like, what do you it's more a question to Uncle because you've helped me build rigs before. But like, do you care for like neon trimmings, liquid cooling?
I absolutely do personally,
liquid-
but I'll let Greg answer his question.
Because I was answering.
Yeah, it was I know it was a question for Greg. I just
And
wanted
you
to get my 2
fucking
bits in there.
it's just rude.
Gee.
Don't do that.
Wow.
Liquid-
Wow,
liquid-
Uncle, you sound much more white than usual.
A lot of it has to do with how much you're going to be using it. Like I personally don't really care. I think that it's more effort that I require because I don't use my PC in that way. But I see the benefits of it. As far as aesthetics, I think I'm fine with I like a nice single color aesthetic.
Yeah.
I don't like just RGB vomit all over my PC. But like my PC has is blue. Like the case is blue. I have blue fans inside, and so I like that. I'm fine with that. But yeah, I like it. I also like RGB because I think it helps with thermals. Because I think it makes your PC look cooler.
Right.
I want to be able to turn the lights off, and my room looks like a disco parlor.
It looks like a unicorn threw up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that though.
Sam, honestly, like, is it really modern tech if it doesn't look like a unicorn's just exploded all over your room?
I guess I only really draw the line with like the fan itself. Like the fan itself, I could
That's
use some
what.
colors.
Yeah,
could-
I get my lighting from the fans.
Yeah.
I don't bother with.
It's fun seeing the mix as the
Yeah.
GPU fans rotate.
yeah. And maybe if I'm using like an AIO,
Yeah.
like an all-in-one core
AI.
with a block on it.
AIO.
I-O.
You know, like there was a farmer that had his name.
AIO.
I thought it was the comedy zinger.
Right.
I-O.
But
Actually,
yeah, then they have the ones that have like the screen on them and stuff. I like that. I think those are kind of cool.
before we go to that new one, I want to go to this one because I remember I missed one that like regular bot that I didn't rescue.
Some hero.
That's an oxymoron, isn't it?
No.
I remembered that I forgot.
No, not really.
What is that called?
No, you got the right.
No, I
It's the
think
right.
that's an oxymoron.
Yeah, I
It's
think that's
an oxymoron, but I don't think that counts as an example of an oxymoron.
So wait, it is and
because-
it isn't? That's an oxymoron.
No, I think it counts. I think that it's a contradicting statement within itself.
Yes.
I always assumed that that's what an oxymoron was.
Yeah,
Like-
no, that's the correct definition of it. But what Elliot said, I don't think that would apply because Elliot's like, I remembered that I I just now remembered that I forgot to get something. That I don't think that really counts as an oxymoron.
Yeah, but I simplified it for the sake of the question. I remembered that I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that technically counts.
What do you think?
Skeezy.
Like jumbo shrimp.
I love it.
That would be an oxymoron.
Yeah.
or the squared circle. Civil War.
Hey,
Perfect.
jumping flash.
But you see, I never really took that as an oxymoron because I knew civil was short for civilization, not being civil.
Yeah. Vacation with the family.
All right, it says I'm missing another one.
Other what? Like
Another bot.
Here in this area?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's like demolish all snowmen.
There's no crown. On
Oh,
it.
okay. Well, you just got to demolish all snowmen.
That sounds like a cool game.
Demolish all snowmen?
Yeah.
It was like unsuccessful winter spinoff of Destroy All Humans.
I would have liked that.
I never played those games.
Destroy All Humans is very fun.
Were there 2 on the PS2?
I believe so.
Yeah. And then we had like a bunch of remasters and remakes.
I didn't even know they had remasters and remakes. I thought those started and ended on the PS2.
There was a PS3 one actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was it called?
I forget it, but I know it was on the PS3.
So you know, but you forgot.
Exactly. So wait,
More like you can't bring up the name of it.
I know,
again.
I forgot.
Count that.
so wait, would Courage the Cowardly Dog be an example of oxymoron, or would that be ironic?
Well, to
that's-
show
that-
courage in the face of fear would actually be the definition of courage. So no.
I would courage the cowardly, like a cowardly dog named Courage is ironic.
Yeah.
I don't think it's an oxymoron, but
Well,
it's ironic.
then again, you usually show brave to do the things he does in the face of absolute fear
Yeah.
and horror would count
Yeah.
for courage and bravery. So
Yeah.
I don't think that's an oxymoron.
No.
Like the name.
Yeah, I think
It's actually, if
in that
anything, it's
case,
meaningful.
I think if anything, it's just ironic.
Yeah, I think it's an ironic.
It's just an
name.
ironic name. Yeah,
It's a black fly in your Chardonnay.
but
You know.
you know that song is not ironic.
It's
That's the irony of that song is
You
that
know.
it's not ironic.
What?
It's like rain.
Yeah, it's like rain on your wedding day. You know.
Day. It's the free advice that you just
a-
wouldn't take. Yeah, the irony of
Yeah.
that song is that it's not about irony.
It's a
'Cause-
death row pardon 2 minutes too late. That just sucks.
Yeah, that just sucks. Like rain on your wedding day is like a bad time. That's unlucky. It's not irony.
Methinks
I
you
think
may
I've
not
been-
have to be here.
No, but like, oh, now it counted. All right,
Oh,
we're
okay.
all right. Now we're good.
Maybe it was just slow.
Yeah, I guess. All right, we're good.
Didn't have its coffee yet. Just pour that shit right into the core.
Come on,
right.
do something.
Yeah, it's,
And that's why I'm at a $500 PS5.
It looks like a thermos, but you injected like the robot in the end of RoboCop 2.
like nuke.
It's like the tube of
The nuke.
nuke.
Yeah, the
it's
nuke,
like
yeah.
You just put it in
I
there.
like I like when he like opens up the chest compartment and he like it's like he wants
just
it.
like grabbing at
Yeah.
it.
Hey, you got
Motor
his car.
Motor tune, right?
Yeah, it's motor too.
We need another game.
We rescued Captain Rock earlier. Now we got his car.
FIFA.
football.
FIFA.
FIFA. Persona 5.
Oh, Smash Bros.
Yeah. Kamurocho.
Yep. Nerd.
Another Yakuza 0 has entered the building.
the
as
hunter.
yes.
The
of-
hunter.
as of,
Oh man, it's Duskbloods.
so at the time of this recording, folks, the Switch 2 like direct has been like has come and
I
gone.
like that you saw
Yeah.
Bloodborne and that was your immediate.
No, I
thought,
was
too.
actually thinking of Yakuza 0 because
Oh,
we saw
okay.
Curio because they announced another Yakuza 0.
I got a
remaster.
kick out of that fucking Bloodborne-ish announcement. I was like, well, there they go.
Yeah.
My
everybody.
real big announcement, however, is the GameCube thing on it.
Everybody had the same exact thing for the Duskbloods, though. I've watched them. I love watching reactions after
Yeah.
after the fact. Everybody had the same thing. Well, what is this? Is this Bloodborne? Could this be Resident Evil 9? Is it Silent Hill? From Software. Oh my God, it's Bloodborne. Oh God.
Silver Shield and
and
Broadsword.
then Duskbloods. Fuck.
No, I don't know, but I think most people were pretty happy for it.
Speaking of,
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Look, he's
timing.
happy for
Here's
it.
your
Very timing.
here's your remaster.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
for
Close
the
enough.
most part, I think people were pretty interested in it. Like, I think everybody's kind of gotten to the feeling where we're not going to get it. So
Yeah.
this is the one they're going to take.
Yeah.
But it's also, I mean, the Switch 2 looks good, so
It
it does
does,
look
yeah.
like a good. It looks like a good game.
if we're looking at things like as like presented as because
Aw.
obviously that's not what everyone's talking about like over the past couple of
no.
days.
No.
And
speaking about the Switch 2, regardless of price.
Regardless of the price and that sort of thing, and the fact of what Nintendo's doing with the pre-orders, that sort of thing, that's an entirely different discussion.
Yeah,
that's a whole different beast.
That's like 5 different discussions.
I think to be fair, I think it's an unavoidable discussion because it does affect us. It affects us.
No, it is a part of it.
And I speak because people were poking at me about, I was like, what do you think about the price, the initial price, before it was announced that the pre-orders are going to be delayed because of the tariffs and that sort of thing.
And you decided, fuck it, I'm going to have a heart attack.
It's more like aneurysm, actually. But, but no, it was more like my stance. I didn't really say any of this, but I was like, my stance on this is irrelevant because I'm a content creator. I'm going to get the Switch 2 regardless.
Yeah.
Because I want it and because I need it.
I'm going to get it because I'm a filthy consumerist whore.
Now, Ben, don't.
Well, no, I think that it's fine. I think it's fine to get anyway, and I think it's fine to admit that you're going to get it anyway.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are just going to make a cut somewhere else.
Yeah.
If it's the most important thing to you, if gaming is what's important to you, and you're a Nintendo person, or if you just really want the Switch 2, you're going to get it. It's just it sucks that you're going to have to make cuts somewhere else in your entertainment budget.
But I'm also and again, my perspective on this is that the initial $450 price tag is not that's individual. That's not the Mario Kart World thing.
I had no problem with it.
Neither do I.
No, that's before it.
That was before it.
Yeah, 500 is with Mario Kart.
450 is by itself. I wasn't bothered by the 450 price tag.
Yeah, I wasn't really bothered by that.
In the last decade, where I spent close to $600 on a PS5,
Same.
And I spent close to I actually around the same price for the Series X that I got, and I immediately didn't need anymore because of Sonic release. But I'm gonna crack it open. Yeah, I'm gonna crack it.
Halo.
We got Halo on it coming soon, and I'm gonna crack it open, and we could really get some fun going then.
Yeah.
That's
and if you don't want it, let me know.
It's nothing new to me. Yeah. Yes, is it pricier than what the Switch was when it came out 7 years ago? Yeah.
People I think are just more concerned that it's less so that the price of what they're asking and more so the price they're asking with other political factors as well as economic factors about to seep in. Honestly, if our wages had gone up in tandem to what they would have asked for, it wouldn't be no big issue.
Yeah. Folks are asking, and rightfully so, because I do see it. Is it so much, inflation same as it ever was, or is it Nintendo testing waters and trying to see what they can squeeze out of us?
Probably both.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? Like the answer.
All businesses exist to make money.
Yes.
They make that money by providing the service. Mm-hmm. Now, what's going to happen is if the tariffs end up fucking everything over to the point where Nintendo doesn't make any business, then we got a different. Then it may prove to be a different problem down the line. But I don't really know what's going to happen.
None of us do. But what do you got?
I think there's two discussions there. I think first of all, the tariff issue. We need to understand. We need to figure out how much the tariff issue is affecting it. Are they charging $80 because of the tariffs, or are they charging $80 because they're going to try and make that the new price? Here's the problem.
We don't know yet.
And that's sort of the issue. And how much worse is it going to get?
Yeah, that's it.
The other thing, I feel like a lot of this is reactionary because I think a lot of information came out that either people aren't paying attention to, or they're misconstruing, or they are not. Something I didn't even notice. Look at all of the $80 games: Kirby, Zelda, Mario Kart.
Zelda.
Other than Mario Kart, two Zeldas.
Yeah, you're right.
Other than Mario Kart, all of those games are Switch 1 games that are going to have paid upgrades to the Switch 2. So the $80 really reflects the old game plus the upgrade.
Yeah.
If you already have these games, then you're just paying for the upgrade. You're not paying $80.
And even here's the confusion though. There are some games where you don't need to buy the upgrade pass if you already have a subscription to the expansion pass on NSO.
Which is just more benefit to do that, which already
but
exists.
It's very confusing though, because we have no clarification as of now. Again, we have to stress, as of now, when this video goes up.
And this is why I say that a lot of this is misinformation. I saw a bunch of people complaining about $90.
Yeah.
Saying, oh, the game's going to be $90. No, they're going to be $80. No, but in Canada, it's $90, or in Australia, it's $90. It's like, all right, well, they have a different pricing structure, and one of them, they use different dollars. Like, somebody, I saw things today, just people were like, oh, it's 90 euros. You have to 90 euros. That's not dollars.
That's not dollars. Yeah, you have to distinguish the currency. Are you Canadian, then you use CAD. Are you euros, and if you're European, then you use euro,
it's
or whatever
still
they use.
well over what we're used to paying,
exactly,
but that's also still for the games that require an upgrade, because Donkey Kong is a brand new game, and that's $70.
Yes.
which is kind of where we are with everybody else. And then I had said this before. I think that they're also going to focus on lower price point games. I think this is for their most high-profile games. The Bravely Default, the remake or whatever that is, it's $40.
Yeah.
That's for it. So they're not even charging the $60.
But when Smash 6 comes out, yikes!
That's going to be an $80 game or $70.
I would. Here's the thing. I would not be surprised if Smash 6, whatever the hell it's called, ends up being an $80 game.
Schmicks.
Smash Schmicks. But no, like to go back to like the presentation itself, like I was pretty hyped to see the GameCube stuff. You know, I shared a clip that made its rounds. Because I was really excited that GameCube support was finally being announced for NSO. But it's like 10 years fucking too late, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That should have happened in the Wii U.
There. Wind Waker's there. Shut up.
Like, my personal favorite thing, and I retweeted somebody who posted it.
Yeah.
The funniest fucking thing they could release on that thing is Tales of Symphonia. Because, ironically, for all of its fucking remasters, the GameCube version, Comic Sans font notwithstanding, is still the best way to play the game.
It's still the best way to play the game. You're absolutely right.
I mean, I was gonna say that like the thing with the GameCube finally being on NSO.
Yeah.
It's like when Family Guy and Simpsons finally did like the crossover episode.
Right.
You missed the bot there, by the way.
No, I'm good.
Oh, that's at 34, 35.
No, everything was golden.
No, in other words, I think Elliott's got to come back for that one.
No. If let's go. Let's clarify after this cutscene. Yeah. So unfortunately, I think we're going to be calling it a part soon.
Yeah, we are.
You are. I'm going home.
You know what this guy reminds me of? This guy reminds me of there was a Pixar short with the alien that's trying to learn how to drive the spaceship. Didn't I say 34, 34,
Yeah, look,
35?
34, 35. You're right. Yeah, you didn't get everybody.
Yeah, because I don't have all the bots I can to get that.
Right, that's right. Okay, yeah. So after we finish the last galaxy, actually, then I think we'll be able to rescue that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was referring to. All right, in that case, then we're going to call it a wrap here, folks. So when we come back, we're going to start the very last galaxy of the game. Genie of the Lamp.
And in true PlayStation game fashion, we will discuss what we thought about the Switch 2.
Yeah, because there's still more I want to talk about. There's still more I want to talk about regarding because everyone's been asking. So
let's be honest, it's the most interesting video game news going on.
Exactly.
That's the most interesting news going on.
But not as interesting as our supporters. All right, so shout outs to more of our patrons. Thank you all so much for supporting this channel. HR Theater, Joe Schremer, Xeno XX Reborn, Jack's Brother, Neo Cosmopolitan, Dan Steinbach, GNXG, The Panda Hermit, Axel Port, Pierre, Lime, and finally for today, Sync Weaver. Hey, Sync.
I like Jack's brother.
All this and more in the next part of Astrobot. Have a good night, everybody.